Hello everyone, welcome back to Divine Angelic Chosen One channel. This is Gracie, also Spiritual Earth Angel 623 channel, and also Sarai Natural Beauty skincare and aromatherapy products. So today I want to come to you, this is on a Tuesday, April the 2nd of 2024. Going to come to you and going to want to talk about get more into health awareness week. And you know that the new, the eclipse is coming up on April the 8th, where there's going to be major shifting and major changes and major transformation in all of the zodiac signs. Also in the elements signs too, air, water, fire, and earth. Also in the spiritual realm and also in the earthly realm. So getting, prepared for that, for the great shift that is coming. And this shift is going to last for at least 23 years is what this shift is going to be lasting for. When you shift, wherever wherever stages of your spiritual journey that you in, or your awareness, or your calling, your gifts, or whatever, you'll be operating in that for 23 years after the solar eclipse, on April the 8th, where there has the great shifting, the great changes, the great transformation is coming about that God was showing me about. So I've been having a lot of orbs, being around me, during this time of spiritual guides and ancestors, has been around me, and doing this week, because it's going to be on next Monday. It's the solar eclipse will be on that Monday. So a lot of my spiritual guides and ancestors all been hovering around me during this time, because of the great shifting, and the high elevation, the high frequencies, the high vibrations, and everything else, is going to be taken into play with that. So during that time, that's when you want to make sure that that you are well rested, taking care of your body, rejuvenated, doing your spiritual bath, your spiritual cleansing, saging your homes, decluttering, sage your vehicles, sage yourself, your kids, or whatever. During that time, your living space environment, even on your workspace, also do a lot of saging and clearing. Doing a lot of affirmation, positive affirmations, during this time too, that you want to manifest. You want to go ahead and do positive affirmation. If you do any type of negative affirmation towards someone, that's going to reverse back to you. So be careful how you do your projection on other people, because during this time, all the way up from Monday all the way up until next Monday, a week from now, get yourself ready, get yourself in preparation for that great shift that you could be moving into your next level, your next stages in life. And this card is a good confirmation. It says, check in with your body and release any tensions you are carrying. So if you are carrying anything, this is the time to release it. And you see how that solar system here, with the solar, the galaxy, the cosmos, all of this is good confirmation here with that's showing that. So it's good to start now, taking care of your health, You know, if you need to go see doctors, go to doctor's appointments and different things like that. Get a regular physical checkup. Make sure you're in good health or whatever. And I have done that, and have a good bill of overall health wise is very good. From the report that I got from my physician and stuff like that, that I've been, talking to and seeing for years. So that is really good, with that. And you move forward, I can continue to move forward. Like I said, when people do crazy things, evil intentions, and different things towards you, and then they lie about that it's working, is really not even working. It doesn't even touch me. The evil intention that they tried to send to me, it doesn't even touch me. So and it's like, I still move forward. I'm still continue to move forward from day one. In my spiritual journey, I continue to keep moving forward, and moving to more progress and different things like that I'm doing. Okay, so the next one is, I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm just going to go through this, try and do something a little bit different this time. Get some sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. And that's so true, without you feeling guilty about anything. Get your rest. Get your proper rest. Get your, have that peace. You deserve it. We all been through a tough time last year, ending cycles, and clearing out boundaries and clearing out energies, that was stagnated, that doesn't belong there. This is springtime now. When you get into the spring, you begin to plant. You begin to grow things, grow flowers. I've been planting a lot of flowers around my home. Planting a lot of plants and trees and different things like that. Getting the grass more greener. Since it's been new construction, since my house, I've been here for a year now. It's new construction. So it's like, you have to do a lot of work, because most of the time the builders and different things they're going to do pretty much what is required, and that's it, and not going to do anything else unless you put money into it. So a lot of things that I've been doing is like, planting grass seeds, because I like that pretty green grass. In my other house that I had, I did the same thing, planted that grass seeds and got that pretty green grass, because I love pretty green grass. So I've been doing that, spreading that around, different things like that. Um, you know, um, Redoing the driveway and stuff like that, and then I'll, finishing up things, decorating different things in the home, because since we've been on the road working a lot, for our business and stuff like that, just didn't have time to, when I come home, I get tired, different things like that, and don't feel like doing a lot, but then, I end up later on that week, I have all the energy. When I come home, I like to sleep and do it and get my little rest, have my peace, you know. With that, going there. It said, live your dreams. Never give up on your dreams. Dare to live the adventure. And that's so true. People tend to give up on their dreams. You know, if one dream or created idea fail, then try another. Try another idea. Try another creative idea and see what happened. It's always, things are always trial and errors. When I come up with ideas and creativity and different things like that, I test it out. If I don't like it, if I don't think it's going to do well, then I, do something different. but I don't give up on my dreams. And that's something that, that you don't give up on is your dreams. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming and getting prophetic dreams and downloads, and different things, revelations and different things from God, my ancestors, spiritual guides, and different things like that. That's also part of, working towards a common goal of your dreams, your ultimate wish fulfillment. So don't give up on it. Keep moving forward with it. Nutrition, always, with nutrition, it said you have body, let your body, try, eat good eating habits, with nutrition. With the nutrition, do, have some good eating habits, with that. You know, um, when you start having good eating habits and different things like that, I had my little, cause I'm in one of, I also have like a spa room in my home too, and also I have like a little shop too that I have, that I'm still working on that too, with the spa room and different things like that too. So I have both. I have one inside my home, and then I have a little shop too, that is, based off Sarai Natural Beauty Spa, you know, um, that I've been in business for, going on 4 years now, with this, when I first started back in 2020, you know, doing the after the COVID and different things like that. So, and then I decided to go into a business like this. So, yeah, so, and it's doing very well, with my products and my skincare products and aromatherapy things. Everything is going pretty well with that. And my podcast, my subscribers and different things like that, my loyal and dedicated followers, I really appreciate and thank them. Also the ones that is following me on YouTube and other social media platforms that I have, you know I thank the reviews, for the reviewing. I thank them for liking it. I thank them for hitting the notification button for when I have, upload, other videos and contents and different things like that. Like I said, my channels are multi media. It's not something that is all based on one certain thing. It's multi channel is, I post different things on my channel. That's how I am. I'm not a person that's gonna stick to one thing. you know I like to post different things, to my channel, stuff like that, to give a different variety of things. So nutrition is always a good factor. Good eating habits, changing your, from your, incorporate more fruits, more vegetables. Now there's a lot of vegetables that is in season. You can also plant your vegetables and different things like that. Like my husband, he planted like some potatoes, and he planted some of his African yams and stuff like that. He plants stuff like that, peppers, and he has his own little garden and stuff like that he has started, planting. So that way, by the time spring and summertime, have some of the stuff is already taking root and planted. And then like I said, I planted most of my flowers. I like different types of flowers and stuff around the home and different parts of the yard and stuff like that. Since I have like an acre of land, so I have lots of land. So that was given to me from birth and stuff like that. So we're not getting into that, but that was something back then, and I'm just really blessed and grateful for it, that I'm able to put a home on it and different things like that. Clear your energy. This is a confirmation what I was talking about. Clear your energy, refine your energy, and reclaim your power. So that's what I was telling you about. At the beginning of this week is what you need to start doing. So this is just a confirmation of that. You know, clear your energy. I know you all are doing that every day and different things like that, but continue to keep doing it, all the way up until, the eclipse, and then you can also do it after too. But continue to clear your space, your home environment, like I said, your job and different things like that. Your cars, your vehicles, clear your energy. Clear your energy around yourself, your children, different parts, like that. you know Exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. And that's true. Exercise. A lot of people can exercise. I used to do a lot of running. I used to do a lot of jogging and different things like that. But I don't do it now because I haven't done it in a couple of years now. So I would have to build myself back up to jogging. But I do a lot of walking. I have enough, yard and land and driveway, different things that I can do a lot of walking and stuff when I'm, home relaxing, from off the road on the job and stuff like that, just relaxing. So yeah, so I can do a lot of things like that too. Exercise, yeah, it's different ways of exercise. You can also exercise in your home. There's exercise machines and stuff in your home. I tried the exercise machines in my home, and guess what happened? I spent all that money, and then next thing you know, I'm putting clothes on top of it. So that right there does not help me. You can do yoga, you can do meditation, any type of form of exercise is good. Also stretching, if you want to get up and do stretches in chairs, they got exercise where you can stretch in chairs. You don't always have to go to a gym and do membership. You can do a lot of things at home. You can jump rope. I brought a jump rope, so I like to jump rope. My husband, he's jump roping also. Now he's seen me jump roping, and now he's starting to jump rope also. Work out and do exercise, and dumbbells and different things like that. Get your body into good health. Because you need to treat your temple like it's supposed to be treated, with respect, the way that God wants you to have your temple be treated, and not be filled of filthiness, and things as unhealthy. It said, ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want you to support you. So, start, asking of your angels. Seek the divine, the most high, God, or whatever God names that you worship, your spiritual guides, your ancestors. Seek them. Ask them for support and guidance, whatever that you're struggling in. Ask them for their help. They're there waiting for you. You have the free will, but they're waiting for you to assist you. And I do a lot of asking them to assist me in a lot of different things in different parts of my areas of my life, and on my job when it's needed. And also doing my business and different things like that too. Celebration, good time comes from hard work, time spent in a good company. And that's true. Celebration is beginning to now, like I said, the springtime is coming, the summertime is going to warm up. All you're going to be having a lot of parties, birthday parties, anniversary parties, weddings, you name it. You're going to have a lot of celebration going on, now that we're out of the winter month and getting into springtime and summertime and stuff like that, where you can get out and enjoy the sun and the weather. And you work so hard during the winter month and all year long. It's time now to celebrate. It's time, all the hard work. Also spend time with your family, your friends, and loved ones, and different things like that are close to you. Create routines. Have a routine. Help your limit. Procrastinate and give yourself, room. Structure. Set structure to yourself. And that is a good card too. Create a routine. Get into a habit. You know, if you said that you go back to your New Year's resolution that you probably, a lot of you have already don't stopped, and and forgot about your resolution. You started probably the first month or two, and then after that you say hell with it. But I never make New Year's resolution, because the one thing is that I don't keep up with it. I might start something and then I was like, I'm not doing this no more. So that's why I don't make New Year's resolution. I go day by day, month by month, and whatever, you know, routines or different things that I like, then I will continue with it. Stop with the procrastination this year, y'all. You know, give yourself structure. Continue with your boundaries, continue with, loving on yourself, having self-respect and different things like that of your body and other people around you and different things like that. So continue, get into that routine of things. If you like writing or poems or whatever, then do that. Get into things like that you like. um I was looking back on, I used to write a lot of poetry, that has got published in a lot of poetry books and different things like that. And I ran across, two books of my poems that was published. A couple of poems were published in the book, in the poetry book. And it was, and I look back on that accomplishment, that I had, when I was writing poetries and stuff. And also, too, I look back on a book that I never did get published, that it was a book that was based on my life. And then also it was in the gift that God was giving me in the spiritual journey and different things like that I experienced from childhood up until now. That I think that I'm going to go ahead and finish that book, in the end stages of it. So I probably just going to go ahead and finish it up. Just be. Allow yourself to be you. Do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. And that is so true. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Just be yourself. And that's why I always tell people, be yourself. Be you. Be that unique person that God has created for you. Because when you're trying to walk in somebody else's calling, somebody else's purpose, somebody else's life, that right there is probably hard work for these people or that person, because you're trying to keep up with somebody's life that is constantly changing daily and daily and daily and different all the time. So be yourself. You just don't took on another full-time job trying to be somebody else when you can actually be yourself and get comfortable with your skin, how you look, enjoy who the person that God made you to be, and be satisfied and content. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. They say you don't have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into your life. You know, and she got her hand to her heart, because she's having some self-love, reflection of just being her. You don't have to answer to nobody. What you do with your life from here on out, that's nobody's business. Nobody should be that focused on what you're doing in your life and what things are you doing and who's in your life. Nobody should have that much focus on one person or people or whatever person's life. Focus on your own life and be yourself. You be a lot better off, because when you focus on someone else's life and you don't want to be yourself, and then you trying to prove that person wrong, or you trying to find faults in that person, then something is just wrong with you. There's some mental issues, some underlying borderline, mental issues, or it could be some self-esteem, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and different things like that that could be bothering you, that you might need maybe some therapy, with that. When you so obsessed with someone else's life and you just forget about your own life, that's not good, you know. And that's why God is saying that now just be yourself. Get to know yourself. Soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you are ready. So with your soulmate, like I told y'all, that soulmates and stuff like that has already came last year, and some is coming this year to people. Your soulmate, your divine connection, twin flame, or whatever you want to call it. Your significant other, your partner, your true love, or whatever you want to call it, is coming this year, but it's going to be in divine timing when God is ready for you to have that. Then when you have went through all of your tests, when you have went through your complete healing, go get your healing done, so that way you don't carry baggage into another healthy relationship that God is bringing into your life. When you bring in baggage from a past relationship, past life, or whatever, it brings in toxic situations. So therefore, get your healing now. While you single, get your healing. So that way when divine is ready to send you that person, then you don't have to worry about triggers hitting you, or drama, or toxic things, or past memories, or past hurts. You won't be able to be triggered by that, because you already healed from it and you move past, and now you're ready to accept the new beginning, the new things in life that God has for you. Sometimes people hinder their own self. you know Dating sites, there's some dating sites and different things like that, but you got to be careful. Do your research on people. Ask a lot of questions. If you are on dating site and you are single and you are ready to mingle or look for someone, do your research. Don't just fall for any type of line, any type of gestures, any type of things that they try to, say all the right things to make you feel good. Watch out for the red flags. Go back to my Spiritual Earth Angel 623. I talk about the 50 red flags if it's not meant to be. Go back and listen to that, because that could help you along the way to discern, decipher, what are red flags. So just remember that and protect yourself, y'all. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Just protect yourself, because you don't want to date somebody and then you don't have, anything in common, or you just not attracted to that person. you know Sometimes that stuff happen, and then you don't want somebody to come be a fatal attraction. Where they're a fatal attraction, they're stalking you and different things like that. You don't want that. So just be mindful, when you are on dating sites and different things like that. Make sure that it's legit. Make sure things is not like a fake profile, or they catfishing you, or different things like that. You have special gift. Never surrender to normal. And that's so true. We all have special gifts. So don't surrender to normal. Don't allow somebody to, project their insecurities about their gifts, onto you. Just because you're not normal, doesn't make people to be normal. Especially when you have certain gifts, that He has given you. It's unique gifts. So it's not going to be everyday, average, below normal, gifts. So when you do get these special gifts and different things that God have you in each season, in different seasons, different stages of your life, use it, because It's going to benefit other people. It's going to benefit you too, also in the long run. Rediscover yourself. Treat yourself. What are you interested in? Are you hiding yourself to please others? And that's a good question. Are you hiding yourself to please others? To please others' versions of you. So be careful with that too. Are you hiding yourself? Rediscover yourself. Just set to yourself and think about different things. Find ways of rediscovering yourself. Find ways to rediscover a relationship, or a marriage. Rediscover it, in each other and in your relationship with your family, friends, co-workers, whoever, job or whatever, children, whatever. Rediscover yourself. Allow kids to rediscover their self too. Encourage the kids too, y'all. This ain't just about adults. This is about everyone. Encourage the kids also, to help them to rediscover their self, their gift, their talents, and what they are, and not allow them to hide, behind, their gifts or whatever, or their self, or how they feel. What are you hiding? What are your interests? Discover that. Self-exploratory. Peel off the false personal and get to know yourself to find the truth. Yeah, peel off that mask. You see that mask that he has on his face, or she has on her face? Peel it off. Get to know yourself. Find your truth. Self-exploration. It's good. It's good to have that. It's good to explore different areas of your life, your dislikes, your likes, things that you might want to change, your habits, different things you want to change in your life, your appearance or whatever. It's good to, and get away from, take that mask off. What are you hiding for? Take it off. Get to know your true self. Look in the mirror at yourself sometimes. Call yourself beautiful. Call yourself gorgeous. Handsome. Call yourself, call things into the existence, positive things into existence. Not the bad things, but call things that is positive to uplift your spirit, uplift your energy, uplift your vibration. Call it in. When you start calling, speaking good things and affirmation over your life, don't that know it brings in good energy, positive energy. It brings in positive things into your life. It brings you into clarities and truth and understanding also. Home needs TLC. Give your home some attention. Redecorate, clean, or sage it. Confirmation. This is what I just said at the beginning. What I was doing. Do the same thing. This is a time for it. Card, this is confirmation. Your home also needs TLC. And not just your building home that you physically live in, but also your temple. Your temple, your soul, your body is also a home. So you also need to give it some TLC also. Give it some attention. If you have to redecorate the inside of your body and clean, then you might need to do that. If you need to detox, then you go ahead and detox. Your inside, your temple inside your body, your home, where your soul is hosted at. Also, social media detox. No poisoning, no liking, just living. Don't let it take over your life. And that is so true. Some people do need to have a social media detox. Seriously. A lot of people needs to, because that's all you see is everybody is on their phone, on social media, looking at this videos or looking at posts or doing this or stalking or whatever they could be doing. Sometimes you need a detox from social media. and just live, get outside and enjoy life. Have your kids. Sometimes kids need to be detoxed for social media too, just as well as adults. There's a time that you need to set aside social media and TV and different things like that and get outside into nature. Do some fun things out in nature. Just like I brought like a volleyball court like net, and I'm going to be fixing up a part of the yard, where it's going to be, fun activities, like the volleyball, basketball, go-karting, all of that stuff I have already started working on that I'm going to fix up. So when family and friends and different things and, kids and different things come, when I be having like celebrations and different parties and different things like that, cookouts and stuff like that during that time, then there's going to be a lot of activity and games that people could do, cooking out on the grill and different things like that. That would be a good thing to have. So that's like another project that I am working on, and it's coming along pretty good. Do some shadow work. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Shadow work. I know somebody don't want me to talk, but I'm going to talk anyway. So, I send that right back to you. Whoever the person is that don't want me to talk, don't want me to do videos, I send it right back to you, 10 times fold. Return back to sender. Because I'm going to talk. You can't stop me from talking. You can't stop me from doing videos. So that's one thing you're not going to be able to do, because I would go past. If I don't have a voice to talk, I'm still going to do sign languages. So regardless. So shadow work. Do your shadow work. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Go into your dark night of the soul. Go into your dark places. Go into the things that needs to have the shadow work, the healthy way, not the negative way, because that's two different kinds of shadow work. You can do one negative and you can do one the good way. So I'm talking about the good way. When you do your shadow work, you do it the good way. You go back in and look deep within yourself. Things that you have suppressed, things that you have hidden, and it was trying to surface, and then you repress it. You try to abandon it. Go back and get that healing. Unfinished business is also considered shadow work. Where you have unfinished business with people that you didn't properly cut people off the proper way. You ghost these people. That's what the shadow work needs to go back and, and clear up and end any cycles, in, the boundaries, set the boundaries in the cycles between people that no longer benefit you, no longer serve your purpose in life, and that when you have moved on and shifted on. Read. With more you read, the more you will learn. And it's true. Also encourage the kids to pick up a book and start reading to educate themselves. When you begin to pick up the book and read different things, and not just a book, but you can also go online. There's a lot of things online too that you could read that will also help you learn, help your mind grow. The more that you read, the more that your brain will function more. You won't have that foggy brain or that memory lapse in your brain and stuff. When you start focus on reading things, exercising that brain, that helps out a lot, and you learn a lot of things too. Also, it goes for kids too. They get to learn a lot of things, when you end up reading, with that. Escape materialism. Shift your focus away from material and develop a healthy inner world. And that's true. You know, when you escape for social media detox, also escape away from material things. Shift your focus away from material things to develop a healthy inner world. And that is so true. Material things always gonna be here, y'all, when we dead and gone. We cannot take these material things with us, just like we can't take money with us. My husband was talking about that he was reading that no, actually he wasn't reading, that he was talking to some, family members and friends back in Africa and stuff like that. And he was saying that a lot of these young people now are doing like money rituals, want to get rich quick there in Africa now. And when he was telling me that, I was telling, he was showing me, where they was doing money rituals and stuff like that online. And I was just shaking my head because I'm like, these people don't, these kids, young adults, kids, and different things have sold their soul to the devil and don't know it. Just because of money, fame, and glory is what they have done. And like I was telling him, I was like, you can't take this money with you. Material things you can't take with you. So when you dead and gone and you don't sold your soul to the devil, don't you know your soul goes back to the devil because you already don't sign that contract in blood. So therefore it's going back because of materialistic things. The greed, the glamour, all of this. Materialistic things that you don't sold your soul to the devil. And now the contract is signed and sealed and you can't get out of the contract because you knew what you was doing when you signed up for it. For this materialistic things and wealth and fame and glamour. You see what I'm saying? So people is not thinking the long-term consequences of it when you do things like that for material gain. And then later on, you realize it after you don't got what you wanted. Now you realize like, oh, well, I should never did this. Or how you gonna get out? You can't get out of something like that you already don't signed yourself, sold your soul and signed your name in blood, or gave up some blood. That's you can't take this stuff with you. That's what I'm trying to say. Material things, what we buy, you can't take it with you. The money can't take it with you. Everything be left back to your family to fight over or to sell or to, to give away or whatever. So that's what, shift your focus on something away from material things and develop a healthier inner world. Develop that peace. Take it off the material things and put it on yourself. Start developing yourself, for you being a better person, the best version of you. Being that better person of yourself. Also show like an example. Be an example to younger people. Your peers and and children and different things like that. Be an example. Take a vacation. Take time to escape, all of your life obligations to recharge yourself. And that's true. Take a vacation. It's time to take vacation now, and I have to, that right there, I have to take in consideration of this year that I need to start taking, some time off and take vacation and do some, enjoy life and not just, constantly keep working. So I'm going to start incorporating that too into my life this year. Taking time off, vacations and stuff like that to enjoy life and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm trying to do also. Denial to accept a situation is unhealthy cycles and addiction. A lot of people is in denial when it comes to that. different parts and areas of their life, situations, unhealthy relationship, unhealthy cycles, where you end and you set a boundaries and addictions. you know People tend to be in denial, and this is a time that you need to wake up out of that denial, and get out of unhealthy relationships and unhealthy cycles and situations in your life, in all areas of your life. Also help your children too, because kids also go through a lot of stuff too. We can't leave kids out anymore when it comes to that. They go through a lot of denials too, and not accept a lot of things because of their peers. So also be mindful of that too. Past life connection. Someone with a heavy influence from a past life is with you. You know, Past life connection. That could be like a soulmate past life connection, twin flame, or whatever. Or it could be a family member, or it could be past loved ones, different likes that. It could be any past life connection that you have, that is with you. If it's like, if you feel that heavy presence, like I said, I show pictures of orbs, this big orb in my yard, or one part of side of the house and stuff like that I see, from time to time. That's past life connection of my spiritual guides, ancestors, right there. Just let me know that they're watching over me. A group of them, is watching over me, with that. God is watching over me, protecting me, reminding me, validate your past. You did the best you could. Feel and emphasize with your past, not judge it. And that's so true. Do validation of your past. Validate it. It's the past is your past. It is what it is. You move forward. You learn from your mistakes and you move forward. And don't allow nobody to take you back to your past. Don't allow nobody to bring your past up in your face. You nip it in the bud real quickly. When somebody trying to take you back to your past, that's when you stop them right there in their tracks. And then you let them know that you're not going back into your past, and that they need to keep your name and your past out your mouth, because you're no longer there. You move forward. Now, if they want to stay in the past, then let them stay stuck up in the past, but you keep moving forward, because you already acknowledge your past and what you've been through in life. And also allow the kids to, like I say, talk to your kids about stuff like that too. Don't allow them to have their peers or bullies or whoever it is that, bothering them, disturbing them at peace or whatever, keep them stuck in their past. So it's also good. And you don't have to be judged by it. And don't allow nobody to judge you either because of your past. Speak up. What are you saying that's seeding in your inside? You can be kept in this force at times to let it out, so you can move on and be happy. And me, I'm always an advocate about standing your ground. Speak your truth and expose what need to be exposed. I've always been, that's my motto. And that's an advocate that I always have been, through me going through the bullying and the stalking of people that I don't even know, stalk me on my job and stuff like that every day, women and men and different things like that. And, so I stand on my ground. I speak my truth and I expose when I need to be exposing. And that's the same thing that you would have to continue to do. Don't be in fear. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. Don't be in fear about anything, And this remind me, the ritual right here it said, ritual to experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. So rituals can be good and bad. And see, that's what God was showing me, because I was asking God about rituals one time about that, because I always think it was bad. But He said, no, there are some rituals that are good, also. And this card right here is showing that to experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. So, with the ritual on the good side, when you're doing good rituals on the good side to bring in manifesting positive things into your life, manifest positive things in your life when you're doing the rituals of good things. And when God was saying that, a lot of cultures practice different rituals, and some of them is in the good way and some is not. You look back in the Bible, there was some good rituals in the Bible that was being done and some were not. So you take it how it resonate with you, when it comes to rituals and stuff like that. I try to stay away from, rituals and different things like that, because, especially it can also, you know, have people get addiction. And I think that's what a lot of people is getting addiction to, these rituals now. Doing a lot of rituals, in the bad way, on people and different things like that. And then when it doesn't work, then they try to do more rituals and different things, and it doesn't work, and it's try to do more. You see what I'm saying? So there be an obsession with it. And see, when you doing a lot of rituals like that on somebody, don't you know that stuff is coming back to you? Because especially when the person don't know you. And see, that's what people don't understand. You doing rituals on people that don't even know you. So you think the ritual's going to come back to them? No, it's coming back to you. Because that ritual, because you don't know the person that you're doing rituals on, and that person don't know you. See, that's a difference. A difference is when a person knows you and you know that person, then the ritual work. But when you don't know the person and the person don't know you, the ritual is going to bounce back off or never come and touch that person. It's going to go right back to you as soon as you started. So that's why you need to understand about rituals. And when you're doing chanting and hexes and curses and different things over people's pictures and different things that you don't got off the internet and different things like that, don't you know that if the person don't know you and you don't really know that person, don't you know that stuff will come back to you? And that's why the rituals and different things doesn't work on the person, because the person doesn't know you. See, that's a different. People dip and dab in things that they don't understand or have the knowledge about it. That's the sad part about it. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potentials. Challenge yourself this year. Don't set limits on you. You know how they do that. Remember that ice water challenge or the ice challenge where they did the ice water or the bucket of ice challenge and different things like that. And then one person was doing like hot sauce channel, and it was, all these different, challenge and stuff that people was doing, on social media sites and different things like that. Some of the stuff was crazy. I refused to do none of it. I never did none of the challenges anyway, because I thought some of them was just crazy and stupid anyway to be doing challenges like that. you know but challenge yourself this year, to do better. Don't set limits. Go to your highest potentials. If you say you want to do rock climbing, then go do some rock climbing on the mountains. Help yourself. Just protect yourself and be, safety comes first. If you want to go scuba diving, then go scuba diving. If you anything, any type of sports or hobby, challenge yourself. Obsess, focusing too much on situation that needs to take a step back. And that's true. Obsession. You see how this girl is so obsessed with this woman? See, And that's the thing. Focusing too much on a situation that needs to take a step back. And that's what you need to, and that's what people that I always said that was stalking and following me and different things like that on my job and tried in my hometown and different things like that. Don't you know that you focus, your whole life is built around obsession of me, or other people or whatever? Your whole life is built around that obsession. You focus too much. You eat, sleep, drink, shit, and piss probably. Session over me or other people, whoever. Obsession is not good. That's like a mental disorder, pretty much what it is. When you focusing too much on a situation or somebody's life or somebody's business or how much money they make, or in their phones, monitoring them and obsessed with something. And then when you see something you don't like, then you upset, you get mad. What you get mad for? You shouldn't be up in their phones. You shouldn't be on their page. You shouldn't be listening to their videos. You shouldn't be doing any of those things if that's going to make you trigger and piss you off. Sorry. But the truth is the truth. You shouldn't do that. And that's how it is. And that's how it's going to be. With your obsession until you stop with the obsession over somebody. People getting readings, there's, you use divination to understand your desires and path. Get a reading. Some people, now this can go both ways. Some people get good readings on their self because they want to see what's going on, their future, their whatever. Some people get readings to know about other people's situation in life and different things like that. I have mixed feelings on that. That's why I don't do readings. A couple of, people, that follow me on my pod channels, and different things like that, podcasts, and, have emailed me or whatever, or maybe in the comments or whatever. I don't do readings. This is not what I'm here for to do. So there's other, tarot readers that can do readings and stuff like that, but I don't. And I never will do any readings on anybody, or give out readings, to people. I don't do that. That's not my calling. I'm staying in my lane and what my purpose, my mission is, So, but like I said, there's mixed feelings when it comes to that. There's a good and a bad side to it when it gets that. Avoid toxic people, hang out with people who will uplift your spirit, not bring it down. And that is true. And I always talk about that too. Get into the habit, of putting yourself around positive people. Acknowledge toxic people. And then start avoiding them. That could be family. That could be friends, lovers, spouses. It could be anybody, parents, kids. It could be anybody that could be toxic. And if they start off gossiping, that's toxic. Get away from that. Because you want to put yourself into a position to be in a positive, uplifting, raising your vibration, your energy level, your frequency, raising it. When you're around a lot of toxic people, it lowers your vibration and it keeps you in that state. And then you wonder why you're feeling fatigued and tired. You angry, you're mad, you're jealous, you get triggered. Now you wonder why all this stuff is coming about, evilness and different things like that you depress and everything. It's because you put yourself around toxic people instead of putting yourself around uplifting people that has high vibration, high spirit that doesn't bring it down. This year, I challenge people this year to, point out the toxic people and stay away from them. Because, a lot of people, like they say, birds with the feather, same feather flock together or something like that. When you center yourself around toxic people, and then you wonder why drama comes, and you wonder why different things happen, it's because of the people that you keep, the crowd, the company, and different things that you keep. And that's why I set my boundaries. And I'm so much at peace, joy and happiness, because I have separated from toxic people of my past. I recognized that last year, and I separate myself from it. And I refuse to go back to the drama, to the toxic people environment, to the negativity. I refuse to go back to that. The gossip and everything. I refuse to go back to that, because only thing that does is that instead of you gossiping about the person, why don't you start saying positive things and uplifting that person? Or pray for that person in that situation of different things. Because you never know, one day when you be in that situation, you don't want nobody talking about you and gossiping about you. So have some type of feelings also, some conscience about it also when it comes to that. But separate yourself from toxic people. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself and embrace the new life and open up fully to the gifts that you have been given. And that is so true. Fresh start, new beginning, confirmation. What I've been talking about all of this year, beginning of this year, and also last year. Fresh start, new beginning. Embrace, the new gift that is being given to you. Embrace it. Embrace a fresh start, the new beginning in your life. Don't allow nobody to tell you that you don't have a fresh start, because everybody has a fresh start. Everybody has a new beginning. If you want it to be, you can have it. See the beauty, and that's so true. See the beauty in everything. Learn to find beauty in everything. See the world for all of its aspect, and that is true. See the beauty of things. Like I said, go out there and travel, adventures and different things. Get outside, nature, different things, do things, family activity, group activities, whatever. See the beauty in things. See the beauty in people. See the beauty in yourself. Also, that's also part of it. God's creation. Have faith. Remove the doubt and question. You are ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. And I have already claimed it. I claimed it last year and beginning of this year, because I have the faith of the grain of mustard seed. When you have that faith, impossible. Things are impossible when it's possible when you have faith in God, yourself, your ancestors, your spiritual guides, your angels, your spiritual team, your soul tribe. Have the faith that you can do anything. Anything is possible. Remove that doubt. Don't allow that doubt and negativity set into your mind, or that thought, or somebody trying to project something. Now, when I recognize projection now, God has really elevated my growth, my spiritual growth and journey and awareness and awakening, because of projection and different things like that I have, people try to send to me, and I know how to ward off and send it right back to them. You learn, you pick up on it real quickly, and you be like, oh, that's not my energy. That is not my energy. That's not how I was feeling when I woke up. So therefore I send it back to the sender, known or unknown. And that's how you do it. And then you move on. You don't focus on it, but you keep on going about your day and move on. Like I said, remove that doubt. Remove that question. Step into your blessing. Claim it. You need to start claiming your blessing, whether it's big or small. Claim it. You know, even claim things for the future. Claim things for your legacy, your generation, your children, you know, your husband, your family, your marriage, or whatever. Claim it. Your job, your business, your money. Claim it. Claim it. Have the faith to claim it that it is yours and it will come to you. Release doubts. Confirmation with that too. Release doubt. You've been here before. Trust yourself and believe in your own strength to your own life. And that is so true. Release the doubt. It's, like I said, that's a confirmation to that card. Have the faith. Remove the doubt. Release the doubt also. Release it out your mind and keep moving forward. Feel what you feel. It said you have the right to feel what you feel, but remember that you always have a right to be happy. And that's true. Don't allow nobody to damper your happiness. You know, if you get into a feeling that you feeling sad one day, then you feel sad, but then next day you better pick yourself back up. You better not stay there in that depression and sad state and crying state. You better pick yourself up and you better move forward. And you better be and put yourself back into that happy and uplifting spirit. Because you all have your good and your bad days. We human. You're going to have that. You're going to have some good. You're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some ups and downs. But you don't stay there. You do not allow that to dwell and penetrate into your body, your mind, your soul. You uproot it quickly. And then you move forward. Like the grieving process. You grieve for how many times, weeks, month, or whatever. And then you move forward. You don't stay stuck there. You know, you feel what you feel. You know, if you feel you love somebody, then you love that person. If you don't love that person, you don't. You know, it's your emotions. But recognize the healthy emotions than the unhealthy emotions in your life. You are charming. Have confidence in your charm. A lot of people gravitate towards you because they like you for you. And that is so true. That's why I'm getting a lot of people, you know, now on my social media site following me. And some people I just block because I know that there are none but my haters and my stalkers. So I end up blocking them, you know, and then they turn around and create more pages and I block them again. So the more they want to waste time waste time creating stuff, then I'm going to go ahead and just waste time blocking them. Because I already know who the group are that is there. So I just block them, you know, because I know that they are not there to benefit or to be loyal to me or to want to be on my page and liking things and all this stuff. They're doing it because they just want to be nosy. And they just want to disturb my peace. So that's why I block a lot of them, because I already know who they are. And their faces and everything else, I block them. You know, and now the charming, and you're right. You know, a lot of people's gravitating towards me, you know, for who I am, you know, and what I stand for and different things like that. You know, and also to gravitating towards my podcast, you know, with the total healing and miracles and different things like that. Of course, I have a copycat. I already know who the copycat is, Erica. But I have a copycat, you know, that's always copying off of me. You know, everything that I do, they do the same thing, you know. So I already know that that person always going to be a copycat, always going to be a hater. You know, always want to be all up in my business and always going to get disappointed every time when God blesses me or when good things come into my life and different things like that they can't stop. So I already know. So that doesn't bother me because everything that they do always get backfired anyway and also get exposed. So we move forward with that. I'm no longer in that energy and different things anyway. So that's why things doesn't work, because I'm no longer, you know, operating in that type of energy or that past life. So, and then, you know, like I said, I have a lot of men gravitating to me, you know, because of my energy and different things like that, the positivity and different things like that. So release expectation. Do not focus on the money aspect of your dreams. Abundance will come at the right time. And that's true. You know, release the expectation of it. When you don't think about money and think about abundance and all the time and getting rich and famous and glory, don't you know all that stuff will come at the right time when you least suspect it? All of a sudden, here you come. You win $1 million, they win the jackpot or whatever, or blessing, a new home, a new car, or whatever, you know, different things, big or small, a husband could come to you, a baby could come, different things could come, that people can't block because everything comes at the right time. People can do all the spells and different things they want to try to block. It's still coming to that person because it was in destiny. It was in their DNA. So whatever that was in your DNA when you was in your mother's womb, being formed, God had already put what type of blessings, what type of abundance, how your life is going to be, and different things like that into your DNA. So it's up to you to tap into that potential to where you at. It's up to you to tap into your spiritual gift. It's up to you to tap into your life purpose and different things, your journey, your spiritual mission, your awakening, your healing, or whatever. It's up to you to tap into that stuff. 11:11. So when you tap into that stuff, then you release the expectation of it. You do not focus on it no more because you already don't put it out in the universe what you expect, what you dream of, what you want. You already communicated to God, your ancestors, your spiritual team, the universe, or whatever, the cosmic or whatever. So just keep going on your merry way and it's going to come to you at the right timing. Born to stand out. Yes, that's me. Born to stand out. I said, you done it, fit in. You don't fit in. Stand in your own power and be proud of your individuality. And that is so true. Stand out. I was never a person that always followed the crowd. I was always a leader. Even when I was growing up, always a leader. I never followed behind people or places or things. I never followed behind that. I knew that I was born to shine. I knew I was born to stand out from the crowd and be unique. I already knew all that stuff. So that's why a lot of times I did fit into certain groups. I didn't sit into certain peer groups in school and different things. And I didn't, even when it comes down to family functions and stuff like that, it was certain people that I would associate with, doing function, celebration, gathering, or whatever. I didn't follow the crowd. I didn't do things just because one person did it and did the other. No, that was not me. I was always the one that was like a leader, and always discovered the power that was within me. Kindness. Be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality. And that's too with kindness. People need to start showing kindness this day. You know, kindness seems to take a back burner sometimes. People need to start going back into that kindness and gratitude. Feeling grateful and thankful and blessed and different things like that. Go back to kindness of helping people, out of your heart for kindness and not expect anything in return. Don't do charities so that way your name can be discovered, or your name could be mentioned because you gave a lot of big donation or money or whatever to charities or group or organization, nonprofit or whatever. Do it out of the kindness of your heart. I've seen a lot of celebrities that does a lot of charity work that don't want the fame, the fortune. They don't want the glamour. They don't want the recognition, the attention, because of they did this. You see what I'm saying? But then you got some other celebrities that want that. You know, when they donate, they want that name to be splattered on the board, you know, big and bright and all this stuff, you know. But do you have some that want it to be in low key? You know, with me, I do a lot of donations to the Children Cancer Fund. You know, I do a lot with that, you know, and then I volunteer sometime during Christmas time, volunteer, you know, and do the angel tree and different things like that, you know, buying gifts and stuff like that. I do that stuff, but I don't go and plaster it over and like, oh, I donate to the children fund, my name should be mentioned. No, I do it out of the kindness of my heart, or whatever God placed on my heart to give. I just do it. Whether I get recognized or not, I don't care. As long as I know that I'm helping the research of, you know, to better children's life when it comes to cancer and different things like that, or cancer generally, to benefit of research to help other people to live longer, to be in remission. You know, by me being a professional nurse and different things like that in the medical field too, you know, you see a lot of things over my career years. I've seen a lot of things. So I delegate, you know, and do a lot of volunteering work behind the scenes that people don't know that I don't do, because I don't talk about it. I just do it, you know, or pay it forward, you know, or I will pay for somebody's groceries or pay for somebody's meal or whatever. And, you know, and people's like, oh, I give it. No, you don't have to give me the money back. Just you pay it forward to the next person that might need it, or whatever God put on your heart to do. Just do it. And that's just me. And I don't go on social media, oh, I did. No, I don't do stuff like that at all. I just do it out of kind of my heart. You know, if I have it, I have it. I don't, I don't. It's as simple as that. Kindness. An act of kindness goes a long ways in this world. You can even have a kindness by open the door for somebody, you know, or saying a kind gesture of words to somebody. That's kindness. That's act of kindness also, you know, big or small. Financial goals, you know, set your, you know, reach your financial goals, you know, potentials, with financial goals. You know, I talk about that too, starting setting up financial goals for yourself, you know, start that. You need to get into the habit of just set financial goals for the long haul of your life, because a lot of these jobs, the robots are taking over a lot of jobs now in the warehouse. You know, and they started in the warehouse already using robots, you know, doing a lot of things, you know, what people used to do, you know. So start setting yourself up for financial goals now, you know, so that way when a robot does take your position or whatever, then you know that you are financially straight. You don't have to be worried about it, stressed out, how you gonna pay your bills and different things. You know, start taking care of paying your car off, you know, credit cards and stuff like that off, your home, you know, set up for your kids' tuition and different things like that, you know, and so they be straight for the future also. You know, put money aside for emergencies and different things like that. So when you in between jobs or looking, you know, you have money saved up. You don't have to worry about anything going lacking, or, you know, getting into debt and different things like that. Pay off. Glow up. Take a day to spoil yourself and make you pleasant them to do it all. I guess because sometimes it's hard to read. You know, okay, you beautify, then do it. So glow up. You know, there's a song called Glow Up that I like to glow up, and I have used that song, the song Glow Up, in a lot of my postings and different things like that. When I want to express certain things in my posting, you know, I will use that song Glow Up, which is a really nice song. If you just listen to the lyrics of the song, it's a really nice song. With that, it's a very encouraging song too, to lift people up. You know, glow up, spoil yourself. Glow up don't mean that you're going to, sometimes people do glow up on social media, and become famous overnight and different things like that too. But glow up can also means that taking care of yourself, spoiling yourself, man or woman or child, you know, spa days, different things like that, taking time to open up. Sometimes people need to open up. You've been asked to open up your heart to another. Flow, let it flow. You will open up in wonderful ways, to meet your decided, your something, okay, ways. It said you decided to open up. Once you decide to open up, so yeah, so when you begin to open up, remember I talk about that too. With your hands closed, you can't receive anything. When your hands open, you can receive blessings and different things that God has for you. Open up. Like your heart, if your heart is closed and shut off, then you're not going to be able to receive a love or receive whatever that God has for you. So when you open up your heart, then you open up the door to where you can receive a love from other people and different things like that, compassion and everything else. Receive, confirmation again, receive. It said, you're being asked to open, up to the universe, your God, your ancestor, your spiritual team, yourself, healthy energy, you know, have healthy energy, within. Know that you are worthy of these gifts and open up to them. So the same thing, that could be spiritual gift, it could be natural gift that you could receive this year. So make sure you have yourself open up. Overcoming obstacles. Go back on your, you say, get back on your feet. Gain strength from difficult situation. There you go, overcoming obstacles. Remember I told you about last year how we all was going through a lot of things, setting boundaries and different things like that. Ending cycles and recognizing toxic people and narcissistic people, different things like that, So overcoming, overcome past life, situations, present situations, overcoming obstacles. Get back on your feet. We all fall down, but we get back up. We all been sinners and we get back up, repent, and you move forward. God is a forgiving God. So overcome your obstacles is going to be a better version of you for your potentials, for you to gain insights on yourself, challenge yourself. That goes back to challenging yourself too for your potential. Having balance, we all have balance, juggling too many things at once. Find time in yourself, balance. Find that balance in there in your life this year, in this present moment. Found the balance. When you're juggling too many things, too many ideas, too many creativities, too many things that is just boggling up your mind, clouding up your mind, clouding up your memory, clouding up your thinking, it's time to balance out things. So when you start balancing out things in your life, things will begin to flow and you will find time for yourself, with that. And I knew I had to learn how to, because I used to juggle a lot of things too, and then once I start finding that balance, in my life, in different parts of my life, then I end up finding time for myself. Change a bad habit, kill a bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. And that's true. Bad habits. Remember, it goes back to that nutrition card that I was telling you about earlier. Bad habits, over drinking, overeating, over smoking, overindulging, over obsession over people, over stalking, over all these ritual and spell work. All of these are bad habits. You need to change it. Your way of thinking, your way of seeing things, perceiving things, perception of things, judging things. You know, that's all bad habits, that is not serving you. Need to get rid of it. It's time to get rid of those bad habits and changes, to make changes in your life. This card said, fuck being nice. Be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserve your kindness. And that is true too. This is a true statement with that too. Not everybody deserve your kindness. You can be nice and cordial, but not too overly nice where you kissing somebody's ass. Let's put it that way. Simple as that. Or letting somebody take advantage of you. That's being over too nice. Because people don't, you know how who people deserve your kindness and who doesn't. You already know that. I'm not going to get too much into that. Declutter. Remember, talk about let go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself. That goes back to clearing the house. Clearing your house. So decluttering. That's confirmation with that too. Let go of old things. Clothes. You're not wearing no more. Give it to somebody else. Give it to charity. Clean out your house. Different space in your house and make it. Because when you keep everything flowing and keep everything minimal, then that's when the positive energy flows in every parts of your room, every parts of your house, on your job, and also inside yourself. When you declutter things inside your mind, your body, your soul, your organs, your lungs, your health, your blood, whatever. When your skin, when you declutter everything and detox, you create a new sacred space. So I had a habit of, y'all, I'm telling you, of keeping a lot of shit that I don't. And I have a habit of buying a lot of shit too. And I had to come into terms with myself that a lot of stuff that I see I don't need to buy. And that was one of my bad habits that I had to really break. Because I will buy stuff. And sometimes I buy 2 and 3 of the same thing, y'all. Because I be like, oh, well, I got to save it for later. Just in case one break, then I ain't got to worry about ordering or buying it. I already have it. So I stopped that. That's one of my bad habits that I had stopped doing. Was overspending. Just because I had the money, overspending. So I stopped that. I end up stop doing all of that. So I don't go out and splurge and buy things no more, or buy more than one thing. I'll wait until I have finished, whatever it is that is gone, is no more, whatever, and then, or it's broken, then I can go out and buy something. So I learned how to use money wisely and value money now. Like I said, back in my past, before I went on my spiritual journey and different things like that, I was blowing through some money, just buying up stuff and stuff that I didn't need, and just bringing a lot of clutter into my home and stuff like that, and also into my temple. So once I learned how to declutter a lot of things, to keep things sacred and keep things at a minimal, and I learned that you can't take none of this stuff with you. You buying all this stuff, you can't take it with you. It's left, like I said, for family and people to fight over. So why should I buy all this stuff for people to sell and make money off it and fight over it, or give it away, or let it sit there and get rotten or damaged or whatever? I found to spend all this money. Because when I buy things, I buy very expensive stuff, good quality things. People that know me know that I don't buy cheap stuff. I buy quality stuff that I know that has some quality to it, that is going to stand the test of time. That's basically how I look at things when I buy stuff. And so why should I keep buying stuff like that? And then next thing I know, family decide not to keep my stuff. My daughter decide not that she don't want to keep it. and sell the stuff that I don't work so hard for to buy. So that's why I was like, no more. All that I don't have now, then I don't have. I don't care. I know God has delivered me from overspending and overbuying things. And my husband was part of it too, because he helped me to understand that too. Where he come from, he didn't have a whole lot. He didn't have a whole lot of things like he have now with me. Being married to me and stuff like that. So, and then when he saw all the stuff that I had, he started saying something, about it. So that what brought it to my attention, that I was overspending a lot of stuff, and so he kind of helped me with that, with my overspending and stuff like that, and helped me realize, that a lot of things that I don't need. I don't need to buy more than one or two or three things. I don't have to buy stuff like that. Wait until it's damaged or it's empty or gone or whatever, then I'll go and buy it then. But until then, and then he also taught me how to, when you do buy quality stuff, make sure that it's going to last for a long time and not just go out and buy it because I see it because I want it. So that was one of my, things that I had to, bad habits that I had to actually, learn how to come terms with. And it was a hard habit to break. But I thank God that I have been delivered from that and I have moved on, and that I no longer go back into that situation anymore. So I'm kind of happy about that. Music, and I had my husband also to think, that he ended up helping me, to realize that too. Because I had shit everywhere, y'all. Rooms, everything. Sort of like a hoarding type, but it wasn't too bad like the Hoarders TV show. No, my house wasn't like that, but I had a lot of shit. And then also too with the walls, that was like a family generation type thing, where you have to have every damn thing covered on the wall. Every wall has to have something on it. And that was another pet peeve that I had to break myself out of that habit of every wall does not need to be covered with things. You can have a wall that don't have nothing on it. It's still fine. It's still going to look good in the house, the decoration and everything else. So I had to come to terms with that too. That not to be, putting everything on every darn wall, every spot of the wall. So I had to break that habit too. So when we got into this house, that's when I told him that I was not going to, have every wall in this house full of stuff. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to look nice. It's going to coordinate. It's all going to flow together with my design and different themes and stuff like that. Everything's going to flow together, but I'm going to have space where I can see each corner of the wall. So that way energy can flow. Because when you have your corners all cluttered up and space and stuff like that's cluttered up, energy cannot flow properly. It's going to be stagnated and stuck. So that's why when we got into this house, I had promised him that I was not going to clutter up the walls, and I don't. And I'm loving the way that I decorate and the theme and stuff that I did. I use what we had when we was in the apartment. I use that, some of the decoration and theme and stuff like that. And then some things I threw away. Like some things I had years and years that I say I knew that I was not going to use it again. Either I gave it away or I threw it away. Because why keep holding on to something that you're not going to use? And it's been in some stuff has been in containers for years. Ever since I had sold my other house, I had like 10 years worth of stuff in containers. And I'm like, this stuff needs to go. I need to let this stuff go and move on from it and let somebody else benefit from it or whatever. So, or have a yard sale or whatever, something like that. So that's basically what I pretty much did, with that. I was like, a lot of stuff that I had is not coming into this new home. I wanted to be, and what I did too, because a lot of stuff were mines, because like I said, my husband, he didn't have a lot of stuff, that he owned. So when I told him, I said, okay, well, we're gonna make the house to fit to both of us living in it. So he has a space in his room that we call a man cave for him. He has a room that he does, that he has all his stuff that he can go into his private time, and and just be to himself, watch his movies, and, play his video games or whatever that he wants to do, or exercise or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So he has a space in the room where he can have his long time, his alone time. And then I have a space that I created too that has my alone time too. I have my woman cave, if there's such thing as is. I have a part in the house that is a woman's cave. And then I have my guest room, for when guests come over and stuff. When my daughter and her boyfriend come down and stuff like that, they have their own little room and space, and they can do whatever. So that's how I wanted the house to be. Different parts and different areas of the house to be that way. Where we can have that a long time, because when you're married, you're around that person 24/7, 365 days a year. And sometimes you need to have that space a long time, either to think or to pray, or to unwind, and I like it, when, especially when we're together working 365 days a year, all together working together, for our business, stuff like that. And then when I come home to the spa business and work there too, that's my getaway time also, where I have my peace of mind, my alone time, and it feels good. Sometimes it's good to have it like that. When you constantly under somebody 24/7, 365 days a year, sometimes you need that space, that space to get to know yourself. Like sometimes I have my space when I do my videos, when I do my readings and teaching and stuff like that, and downloads. I'll go into another part of the house to do that. That's my hobby. That's what I like to do. You see what I'm saying? You know, so that's basically, when I talk about, stuff like that that we develop. And sometimes it's good to have that, because it makes the relationship a lot more stronger, the bond, that you can, you don't have to be around somebody 24/7 to see what they're doing 24/7. No, you don't have to do that. You know, you can still enjoy each other company. You still in the same house in different parts of the room, but you still get to enjoy other people come. Like, I can go into his man cave also, and chill with him and watch whatever he want to watch, and then he can come to where I'm at too. So it's vice versa. It's good. Like I said, it's nothing bad about that. Like I said, it creates a stronger bond, between the two people and stuff like that. If you're not in marriage or relationship or living with somebody, it's good to have that. Music, I like music. Music can heal wounds that medicine is not to touch. And I like to listen to a lot of music too. Music, I love listening to music. Because it can have some soothing and healing parts of music. And like I said, I listen to the words of music. I don't listen to a whole lot of music that has negative stuff in it. That's going to bring negative energy or vibes to to me, to my surroundings or whatever. And even I know that when my daughter was growing up too, I did not allow her to listen to a lot of, music that has negativity, drama, and killing and all this stuff like that, in it. A lot of sexual type, you know, music and stuff like that. I didn't allow her to listen to it because I didn't listen to a lot of that either. So, like I said, music can be soothing, can be healing at different parts of your life and stuff like that, for meditation and stuff like that. Give less fuck. I don't know why these cards have been here, but anyway, the less you give a fuck, the harder you will be. So there you go. That's another one. Who cares? I don't care. I had a motto saying that don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Who give a fuck? I could care less. You know, that's basically how things are. That's how I am in the stage of my life now. I could care less what people say, what they think about me. I could care less. I could care less what they do. Like I said, the stalking and following been stalking me for a whole year now, going on now another year. So I could care less what they do now. That it's old news, it's old habits. They all still doing the same old crazy stuff and the BS. So who cares? I give a fuck now. You can't disturb my peace. You can go down each state lined up like a funeral session on one side, or my vehicle and commercial vehicle and all this stuff. It doesn't bother me. And people have seen it. And I have seen in their faces that when they see me that is not being bothered, that I'm still at peace. I'm still making my money. I'm still working. I'm still living, everything. So why should I care about what people do? I mind my own business, and that's what other people need to do, is mind their own business too. When you see the commercial truck, mind your own business. And that's what people have a hard time of doing, is minding their own business. Because when you give less fucks, that means the happier you will be. And it's true. That statement is true. Because when I don't care about stuff that's going on around me while I'm at my business, working, and then when I'm home, it doesn't bother me. I'm so much happier, so much at peace. Because I could care less. Because I'm focusing on things that I need to focus on in my life. And that brings me joy and happiness. Awakening. Realization, shift, or discovery. And that's what with that awakening, we all go through different awakenings in our life and different points of our life. So yeah, when you go through your awakening, you feel rejuvenated, you feel fresh, you feel that shift. Like I said, that major shift is coming April the 8th, the eclipse. It's going to be a major shift into your life. So get ready for it, for the discovery. Good new discovery. Plan your career. Create milestones and have a strategy to set yourself into a success. And that is so true. Plan your career out. Business, whatever it is. Plan it out. Have a strategy. Set yourself up for success this year and for years to come. Meditate. Quiet the mind and let your soul speak. A lot of people needs to meditate to quiet their mind, because their mind is so, busy going, and they so busy got their mind, going and busy, and cluttered, not thinking clearly. Some people do need to quiet their mind and let their soul start speaking. And then instead of your mouth speaking, let your soul sometimes speak to you. And so that way you're able to speak to other people in a healthy way and not an unhealthy way, and based off of your emotions or your past hurts or your triggers or your heartaches or whatever past trauma, inner child wounds or different things like that. When you begin to meditate and you begin to pray, your soul begin to speak to you and begin to open you up to different areas. Even with your chakras, when you meditate and pray, your chakras open up, to new discovery, new things, to what your soul has been trying to tell you, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, don't do this or whatever, or what's becoming in the future, or different things like that. Do a 30-day challenges. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. Okay, I might just do that too, because I don't do challenges, but I might just take this card right here, advice. Do a 30-day challenge. Force yourself to do something new for 30 days to form a new habit. So it could be, let it be in a positive way, y'all, because we've seen too much negativity things and too many things that can harm your damn body and harm other people. So do some healthy 30-day challenges that that is going to benefit you in the long run, your family, your children, your sibling, your job, your marriage, your relationship, or whatever. Or either for yourself, do a 30-day challenge. I'm not sure what my 30-day challenge would be, but I'm going to sit and think about it. And I'm going to do a 30-day challenge. And what I'll do is I'll post it. I will post my 30-day challenge, what I'm doing for 30 days, and what the outcome would be. Like I said, I haven't decided on what 30-day challenge I would do, but I will decide on it probably in the next couple of days, and then I will post. Either I do a video or I do a post of it, of the 30-day challenge that I'm going to be doing for 30 days to form a new habit. Because it's good to learn, it's good to elevate, it's good to bring out your potentials in yourself of what you can do in 30 days. Love your journey. Be open to the idea of loving you. Oh God, that is a wonderful card to end this reading here of health awareness. Mind, body, and soul is what I'm going to call this. Love your journey. Be open to ideas of loving you, which I always talk about self-care, loving yourself, loving the journey, your mission, your purpose that you on, doing things that you like to do, and all the ideals and everything else that you might have that you want to do in this lifetime, the wishes, desires, and fulfillment. And so I'm going to end it here. Like I said, I want to see some people start posting their 30-day challenge that they want to do this year. And you can just post it. You can post it on social media sites, your platforms. I'll probably end up seeing it, as it goes into my feed, stuff like that. YouTube, whatever platform you have, do like a 30-day challenge. Something positive, y'all. We need positive 30-day challenge that's going to make sense. That can benefit you and others, with it. So let's do that. Let's do a 30-day challenge and see what happens. Until next time, peace, love, joy, and happiness, and much blessings to you. Keep moving forward. And also remember to do your 30-day challenge and post it, whatever it is. And also to continue to stand your ground, expose and speak your truth, and continue to get your healing.